the windows, lock the car. Lock your doors.
Okay, got it. Whoa.
Oh.
What is this? Oh, well.
Did you lock this?
No, everybody. Will the mystery guest sign in, please?
Well, you see, I'm telling. It was 20 years ago today that tragedy crept into this nursery in the form of a shapely but embittered domestic and struck again. Because, you see, the mistress of the house had left early that day and left her little 4-year-old daughter in the capable hands of Mrs. Muldoon. I was about 12 in the afternoon, in time for the little girl's bath, when Mrs. Muldoon crept from the downstairs to the upstairs, down the hall, as quiet as a mouse, mind you, and into the nursery. And then as she pulled back the shower curtain, there sat little Alice, playing in the tub with the little rubber duckies, unaware of the danger looming over her head. Mrs. Muldoon wasn't content to be a maid at all. Mrs. Muldoon was insane. Why should this little girl be allowed to inherit a king's ransom in money, land, stock, position? Why should she be allowed all these things? Mrs. Muldoon made one fateful error. In her haste to bury the body, she buried instead the little rubber ducky. The case was instantly solved. Mrs. Muldoon was brought to justice. Mrs. Muldoon was brought to justice, and little Alice, well, some say you can still hear her cries in the night, and if you look carefully, you can see tiny little wet.
All right, would you wait?
I really have to go.
Well, wait a minute.
It was 100 years ago today that Sherman burned Atlanta in this very room. I can see it all now.
All right, fearless leader, what happened here?
I'm about to tell you.
Yes, sir.
A man by the name of Patrick Halsey lived in this room. Patrick Halsey. And Patrick had a great life. He had a great life indeed. Filled with all the right things, all the right places, all the right people, even all the right things to eat. And it also was a fast-moving life for Patrick. Fast indeed. Fast-moving, fast-dealing. Fast-talking. Get in fast, make your money, get out and move. Get in fast, make your money, and get out and move. Quick, 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 quick. That's the way Patrick did everything. He was even that way with the ladies. Yes, he was even that way with the ladies. And there was one thing about Patrick. He was vain. And he knew it, and he didn't care. He knew that his looks were good, and his tastes were expensive. Very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. He also knew he was standing on the eve of a new decade. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was that wonderful year of 1929. The year of the big crash.
What happened? Did he jump out a window or something?
I think this is a bad idea.
Why?
Well, this house doesn't belong to us. We have no business being here.
Beverly, baby, don't worry. If anybody comes, I'll take full responsibility and you won't get in trouble at all. Okay? Now relax. Come on.
Every party has a super. That's why we invited you. Party super. Party super.
Bear's gonna stay over here. I like to go outside and do something. Did you see that tower out there? Yeah, the water tower. 200 feet rusted out, but I think the ladder's still good. Well, you get up on a tower like that, and you can see forever all around, and just clean it right out. All of this wind blows all the bullshit right out of you. Feels so good. Climbed the tower in Newport, Rhode Island once. There's a stone tower, underwater tower. And get to it.
What number we're up to in the scale?
What's the score now, Maggie?
The score is 19 to 50.
Who's winning?
I'm winning.
No, I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning.
You're winning.
I'm winning.
I got I had at least 15
You
cans.
only got 4 cans over there.
Why did you take
You
somebody
didn't
else?
take anything. You're just a slow drinker. That's all you are.
Another one.
As many as it takes. There. Build my tower. What's your return?
Looks like you got an oak tree, say, in the middle of a forest. And you got one little acorn hanging from this oak tree, right? And this acorn falls, right? There you've got an interim of where the acorn is falling and hitting the ground and where it hung before. Now, if nobody sees that acorn in the tree, or sees it fall, or sees what happens in between, who's to say it ever happened? Huh?
Have you ever heard an acorn fall?
That's not the point.
Have you ever heard an acorn fall?
But that's not the point.
All right, if you've ever heard an acorn fall, then you can just use your logic with knowing that if it falls from the tree to the ground,
But what
and
I'm
you've heard it, that it makes noise. So
But I'm trying to...
using the law of order, you're going to hear it again when it falls again, Richard.
I'm trying to tell you. You got yang without yin.
Hey, does anybody want a sandwich?
Don't be mad at me.
I'm just worried that you drink too fast and you're gonna screw up your liver.
My liver. My liver? Your uncle has a liver. Everybody has a liver. You dummy. Oh,
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is the final one. If I go any higher, the gods will punish me. I challenge their power. Going out. And it's gonna... It worked.
I cried, but in strange boo, but in strange places, steps and
Really?
Firth.
What's birth?
Firth last and always.
Oh, that's bad. What's a fur?
I have not seen through alien grief and mirth. And never shall one room contain me quite, who in so many rooms first saw the light child of all mothers, native of the earth. So is no warmth for me at any fire. Today, when the world's fire burns so low, I kneel, spending my breath in vain desire at that cold hearth which one time roared so strong, and straightened back in weariness, and long to gather up my little gods and go.
That was real good.
That
That was real good.
Yeah.
You're not enjoying the drawing apartment.
What is that anyway?
There's a book of poems old man Crenshaw gave to his wife.
Old what?
Old man Crenshaw.
Who?
No,
Or why?
man,
It's an old man
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
Old man Crenshaw was the last man, well, he and his wife, the last two to live in this house before it was deserted. Yeah, just the two of them in this big old place. Isn't that something? I get scared. Yeah, well, you know what he finally did? He had the east wing all boarded off from the west wing, had all the guest rooms closed up practically. He had even the garages closed off. You know, practically shut the place up, had the basements closed. And he didn't want to do it. No, he wanted to open the place up back for business, but Mrs. Crenshaw didn't see it that way.
How come?
She didn't see it, well, she was beautiful. She was long blonde hair, used to wear it in curls up on top of her head. One thing about her, though, she was serious. She was a very serious lady, man. I bet she aged him 15 years, just the 3 years they were married. Anyway, what I was saying was he had the whole place boarded up practically, except for this one main wing here, and left a couple of the guest rooms open, and expecting people were going to come and visit him, I guess, but nobody ever came to visit him. They were all alone most of the time, except for the servants they had. And went on like that for about a year and a half. And old man Crenshaw, finally, he decided he was going to go see his brother-in-law in South Carolina. So he told the maids they could take off the weekend, and told Mrs. Crenshaw to do whatever she wanted. She didn't like to travel either. So he just told her to stay here and do whatever she wanted, enjoy herself. He was going to go see his brother-in-law. She said, okay. So he took off for South Carolina and left her here and by herself. And she just kind of slept most of the day, moped around the house, did whatever Mrs. Crenshaw did by herself. She always did it by herself, always everything by herself. He went down to the wine cellar, which is one of the few places in the basement that he didn't, I guess being away from the old man finally got to her. I guess she went down there for a bottle of wine, but she was on her way back up the stairs, back up to the main floor. And she's walking upstairs, and she's about a fourth of the way up, I guess. And she took a step, and she noticed that when she took a step, the door closed a little bit. But she didn't think anything of it. She thought it was a draft, I guess. Thought it was a wind, so took another step and closed a little bit more. Still didn't think anything of it. Took another step and it closed a little bit more. And three was just too coincidental. And when Mrs. Crenshaw, she may have been a rather conservative woman for her age, but she was also practical and logical. That is to say, whenever Mr. Crenshaw wasn't around, she always carried with her a lady's revolver, like, you know, a little pistol. And so she pulled it out that time, you know, just for protection. And she took another step. And the door closed a little bit more. And she was getting scared. And she took one more step. And the door closed a little bit more. And this time it was dark at the top of the stairs. And she couldn't tell whether there was somebody on the outside pulling it closed or somebody on the inside pushing it closed. So she tried to call out.
She tried to shout. Who's there? Who's there? She didn't hear anything. Then she was scared. And she was afraid to make a noise. She was afraid to hear her own voice. So she pulled out that little gun and she fired. Laid every one of them bullets right in the middle of that door. And the force from the bullets knocked over. And there was gun smoke hanging around at the top of the stairs, and there was light in the main room. She started to walk back up the stairs. And this time the door didn't close slowly. Slam shut. Slam shut. Well, anyway, next day, Mr. Crenshaw comes back, maids come back. He asked them how things were. They say fine. They asked them how he enjoyed his trip, and he said fine. And he goes into the kitchen to make him a sandwich, I guess. He walks by the cellar door, and he notices these little holes in the door. He goes over and opens it up. And there's Mrs. Crenshaw standing at the bottom of the stairs, just like she was with the gun sticking out. And he called to her, said, Abigail? And she didn't answer. And he called to her again, and that's when he noticed that her hair was solid white. He called to her again, he said, Abigail? She didn't answer. She was dead.
Oh.
What the?
In the name of God, did you pick that one up?
I read it in the newspaper.
In a newspaper?
Thanks, Dracula. Thanks.
Oh.
You ruined my night.
Yeah. What happened?
Come with me.
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, night.
Night. Night.
Dreams.
Settle back, baby, kick off your loafers, let down your hair as we sink in the sofa, knocking down walls, it's the alcohol, warm and gentle, so sentimental, remember there ain't no one who understands us, can I help you out of your pajamas, no trouble at all, it's the alcohol, flowing easy while you please me, and tomorrow if you think what we've done is wrong, remember we were only fooling, you didn't know what I was doing, between the ice cubes that follow the flow, you look so nice in this hazy glow. I'm speaking of a bottle of
Do Elvis, do the Elvis imitation.
a hail and the ain't going maybe, but when it's done, if you think what we've done.
It's 2:20 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning, rather, and, got lots of fine music
Let's
here.
see where you're at this time.
HLO, as I said before, is 235.
Good Teddy. You're so...
Up the interstate. I pulled on this damn road. Damn it. This road isn't even on the map.
We were through. I still
What the hell is
made
that?
my truck after you. One after another, row on row. We just don't stop here at WHLO. That's the way we say it. That's the way it just follows. I don't forget, an hour and a half from now, we've got farm reports.
Ted.
Hey, Carol.
Ted.
Richard, they're not here.
What?
They're not here.
What do you mean they're not here?
You're the smart one. Listen to me. They're not here.
Hey, Ted. Mitch. JJ. Hey.
Jesus Christ. I gotta put you down, baby. Here. Here we go. Here.
Hey, guys. It's all over. Come wherever you are. Come on. Doesn't work. You can't do that to me. I'm not that stupid.
Shit, hey, there's no bottom in this, lady. Hey, get up. Come on. Wake up. You're not sitting on anything. Will you get up? Come on, baby. Hey. Baby. Will you? Come on. Get up, huh? Come on. Here we are. Oh, I feel better. Get up. There we are. Get up. Get up and walk around. Huh? Hey.
Dad.
Baby, I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you?
Baby, I'm
Ted!
sorry I frightened you. Hey, I didn't mean to frighten you, lady. Hey, here we go. Lady, I didn't mean...
Yeah.
What is that? No, it's not.
Ah, come on, you guys. Yeah, it is. Okay, you guys.
I didn't mean to hurt you. Can I help you? I didn't mean it. Don't hit me, please. Don't hit me. I didn't mean to hurt you that bad. You just scared me, that's all. I've never been in this house before. My boyfriend ran off and left me, and I was walking around, and I couldn't find my way back, and now you scared me.
Oh, come on, man. You guys are scaring Pat now. Come on. Hush. Come on, knock it off now. You're scaring Pat. Come on, knock it off, will you? Now, come on. This isn't funny anymore.
I have been driving a truck with toilet lids from Detroit to North Carolina for the past 10 years. I have never gotten lost in the mountains of North Carolina before. And I will never get lost in the mountains of North Carolina again. I don't know who you are. I don't know who he is. I don't even know who I am. I don't even know where there's a telephone. I don't even know if I have a dime if I didn't know where a telephone was. All I do know is that I'm expected in Durham with 500 lids, toilet lids, and I'm late. And I'm late! God damn it, it's done.
Well, you ought to have a light or something.
I got a light.
Bus driver.
I'm not a bus driver, I'm a truck
I
driver.
don't care. You just have something on you.
I have a light on me. The damn thing wasn't working. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
Is this place messed up like this when you got here?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Somebody put up that hell of a fight.
Oh, my God.
You stop with the oh my God.
Now, Richard and Patricia and Maggie and Ted was
Ted, that's the guy downstairs. Hmm? Is that the guy downstairs?
Yeah.
Good. Now what about all these other people you mentioned? Faggy and Ted and whatever. Hmm?
You mean John? There's one way to come into this ballroom.
Uh-huh. Right.
And there's only one way to get out.
And that's the way we
Okay.
came in. You got a room. What's this here? Stairway. Stairway. Be careful. Hold my hand. All right. Sorry. Behind it? What's the matter? What's the matter? What is it? What's the matter?
What's the matter?
A bug.
A what?
A bug.
A what?
A bug.
A bug? A bug. Oh, Jesus. Let me see. No, I don't. Okay, you okay? All right. Be very quiet. Shh. Shut up. All right? Let's